Tiffany here with Years of Years, and it's This Day in Disney for November 17th. And today we're going back to 1907 with the birth of Leslie James, or Les Clark, who was born in Ogden, Utah. He was the first of Walt Disney's 9 old men. He joined Walt Disney Studios in 1927, and he was the only one to work on the origins of Mickey Mouse with Ub Iwerks. So really important animator, especially to help make that transition when Iwerks eventually left the studio. So he was born the eldest of 12 children, and his father was a carpenter. He grew up in Twin Falls, Idaho, but while he was in high school, the family had moved to Los Angeles, and he worked at an ice cream parlor. And this particular ice cream parlor was right next to the studios, and Roy and Walt Disney would frequent the ice cream parlor, and they got to know Les Clark pretty well. Well, one day Walt actually complimented Les in his lettering skills, and for Les, this was very exciting, and he really wanted to work for Walt Disney. And so finally, he was able to muster up the courage to ask Walt for a job. So he recalled Walt's reply. He said, "Bring some of your drawings in and let's see what they look like." So I copied some cartoons and showed them to Walt, and he said I had good lines, and why don't I come in to work on Monday? So Les actually came into work the Monday after he graduated from high school. So I think of all the animators that we've talked about on here, that is the youngest was Les Clark, because he was still in high school when he approached Walt about working for the company. So he first off started in ink and paint, but then he pretty much quickly transitioned to work under Ub Iwerks, and he worked on Steamboat Willie with Ub Iwerks, and he was later promoted to an animator, and he actually worked on the Silly Symphony's The Skeleton Dance. So that was his first work as an official animator before he was working with Ub. And then after Iwerks left, the position of animating Mickey Mouse went to Les Clark. So that's what I was talking about earlier, that transition. He made it fluid when that event happened. So he honed his craft actually in art classes that he attended, which is part of what happened over. Walt wanted the animators to attend art classes to, get better and better at their skills. And I think that's really something unique and positive about that. I think other companies have taken from that example of Walt continuing to have training and on-the-job training, that terminology. They did that. They had art classes, they had all sorts of classes and things that they did to hone their skills. So he actually was tasked with the responsibility of animating the 7 Dwarfs in the Snow White and 7 Dwarfs feature film. So he actually is responsible for the scene with Snow White and the dwarves all dancing that scene in the cottage. So I love that, and that's reflected in the 7 Dwarfs Mine Train ride at the end. You get to see that, and it's all ties together. It's so cool that he did that. Later, he was actually the animator for Pinocchio, Cinderella, Alice and Alice in Wonderland, Tinkerbell. He was known for his skill in timing the animation to musical scenes. And he was also known with his ability to convey emotion in his work. So, goodness, just think about that. He was working at an ice cream parlor, going to high school, met Roy and Walt Disney, and this huge, amazing career. And of course, he's a Disney legend. So amazing. love learning about these animators, and especially back then in the beginning of the company, and you know, what they did for these incredible characters that we love watching today. So that's it for this day in Disney. I hope you guys had fun. I enjoyed hanging out and learning something new with you guys, and we'll see you next time.